Hey everyone, I'm Taylor. Welcome back to Magic the Final Frontier. Today I'm going to be playing Atarka Red, which is a deck that's been tier 1 since the inception of this format. It hasn't seen a lot of play lately, which is kind of why I want to show off how good it is. So this 6 is pretty good. I have a turn 1 creature, and I have a Smuggler's Copter on 2 to give it prowess. I scried the land at the bottom because basic forest is about the worst thing in the deck for us. And then as you see, we drew a Windswept Heath anyway, and we want to stay on the bare minimum amount of lands. But this start should be pretty good. We're going to get in for quite a few here because I'll be able to Surge, Reckless Bushwhacker. So I'm just going to jam Copter here, like I said. Hope he doesn't have removal. That resolves. Prowess trigger. And we'll get in for 2. So our opponent's on a Naya Wayward Swordtooth deck, which is a new card from Ixalan. I've been seeing it played around a lot. I personally think it's too slow, but let's see if it actually gets there. I'm interested to see how this deck works. Okay, I was going to Soulscar Mage and Reckless Bushwhacker, but I think I just need to throw out Whirling Outburst. The next turn I can Bushwhacker. That's going to get in for so much damage. This can't block, right? Yeah. So we're just going to swing with everything. Get my Prowess trigger, of course. Crew with one of the Goblins. Gonna get in for 5. Loot from the Smuggler's Copter. I actually think I'm gonna keep Dragon Fodder. That way I can Dragon Fodder Bushwhacker. I'm just gonna get rid of this. And I'll pass. So he's gonna be on up to 6 mana next turn. And if he's running the Saheeli combo in this deck, which I know some of these Wayward Swordtooth decks are, that's really, really bad for me. That's a turn 4 win. Okay, so just Gideon. Do I just have lethal here, though? 2, 4, 6, 10. Yep, I just have lethal, though. So we'll play the Mountain. Play Dragon Fodder. Crew with a Copter before we play the Bushwhacker. That way the Copter can also get the bonus. Not that it's necessary. And these are all going to go at him. Okay, so that's a perfect example of why you play Atarka Red. It's a turn 4 win, and people like to play decks like this, don't interact. I think I want to bring in Roast here. That seems pretty good. He might be playing an Elvish Mystic deck, in which case Wild Slash would be pretty good. So I'm going to take out Stoke the Flames. I don't think I want Carry Zev's Expertise. Maybe I do want that, actually. I don't know what these decks side into, so it's hard to sideboard. Because generally you like to bring in Hazoret in these Atarka matchups, but this is tough. I think I just want to kind of keep it as is, because he's playing like a green ramp deck from what it looks like. So I think I'm just going to keep it as fast as I can. That could be wrong, though. So this hand's an easy mulligan. It has no creatures on 1. It had a lot of spells that didn't do anything. This is not a great hand, however I am going to keep it. Hopefully I can scry a creature to the top. Nope. We could still get there. Okay, it looks like he's playing Elvish Mystic here, which makes this Wild Slash really good. Yep, which also makes up for us not having a creature on 1. Yeah, cool. Just gonna get basic Mountain, of course. Not really a reason to ever fetch Cinderglade at this point, as I have one in my hand. Okay, another Elvish Mystic. That's gonna put him on 4 mana next turn at the minimum. Possibly 6 with the Swordtooth, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, it's just 5 because he gets 1 extra land. Just gonna play Copter and pass. Double Bushwhacker is not great. It's not terrible because I'll be able to Bushwhacker twice this game, but I would rather have that be like a Monastery Swift Spear or a Zergo Bell Striker. Okay, Tireless Tracker. That's pretty fine, honestly. The biggest that's going to get is like a 5/4. But if he's just cracking clues, then what do we care? Okay, we're drawing another land. I'm going to crack this and get a... Just go ahead and get Cinderglade now that I have my 2 basics. Let's play Dragon Fodder. Crew the Copter. Probably going to loot away one of the Bushwhackers here. Uh, maybe I want to loot away a land. I'm actually going to get rid of Cinderglade because it's pretty rare that you want to have more than 4 mana. And I'll pass. He's just getting a ton of clues, so that's going to turn on City's Blessing. Yeah, he's just 1 away from City's Blessing already, so if he plays a Swordtooth, he'll just be there. Rallier, okay. Interesting, gonna get back a land, I assume. I guess that's what these Swordtooth decks are trying to do, is they're trying to get as many clues as they can from Tracker, and Rallier is a really good way to do that. I think that I would still just play a Bant Company deck, personally, if I wanted to play Tireless Tracker and Renegade Rallier. Whether that's value Bant Company or just like the normal humans build. Because this seems to be going really out of the way just to make a 5/5. No blocks. Gonna crack a clue. Yep, I'll take 1 more. Atarka's command. Okay. Crew the copter. So he's gonna dispel the command, which is not great, but it's fine. So a lot of people wouldn't loot here because they just want to keep the Bushwhacker, but I am gonna loot because it's pretty much all upside. I think I'm gonna just get rid of the Zergo. There's a chance I could have drawn something better than the Bushwhacker, of course. So he can either take 8. Okay, yeah, he's gonna take 6 and kill the Bushwhacker. And he's at 7, so if he attacks again, he's possibly dead. Alright, destroying another clue, that's really good for us. Means he doesn't have the stuff he needs in his hand. Also looks like the cat combo is offline if that is the variant that he's running. Arish and Cleric, okay, I didn't expect that in this deck. That's not great for us, to be honest. 5 will go to 8. So unless we just have an insane draw here, we're going to need to hold back a blocker, actually. Swift Spear's pretty good. Jam Swift Spear out here because we do want a Bushwhacker, I think. I don't think his deck's running removal. So let's see. We go 2, 6, 8, 10. We're threatening exactly 10, so he can block with both. And then you can crack 1, 2, 3 clues, giving him exact lethal. So I do have to hold back at least 1 blocker. Whoops. Need a crew first. There's no reason to loot with a copter here because the only thing I have that would take advantage of that is Become Immense, but I already have Delve online. Let's attack like this. There's a chance he double blocks the Swift Spear. I doubt it though. Well, he might as well. It's a 1-2 versus a 2-1 that has the potential to become a 2-3. But he's probably taking 6 this turn. Okay, he's going to just block as much damage as he can. Only taking 4. That's fair. That's a good line too. So he's not necessarily out of the woods yet. And neither am I. Still a City's Blessing for what that's worth. Okay, I'm just dead here. So Kari Zev's expertise is actually looking pretty good if he has all these creatures. Abbott seems kind of weak to me. And I think we can take out one of the 3rd Bushwhacker. I think I'm happy with the rest of it. He's not really interacting either, so maybe I take out the Bushwhackers completely and I put in Atarka. I'm actually going to try that out. I know Atarka, Hazaret, I'm sorry. And because we have 1 less Bushwhacker, we'll take Hordeling Outburst down to 1 of. This is not a great hand, but I will still keep it because it has potential to do a lot of damage. So by turn 3, Become Immense should be online. I probably won't run it out there, of course, but always the option. Oath. Okay, yeah, that's much better than Elvish Mystic. Also, the Oath makes me believe that it is a Saheeli deck. It has the 4 colors and the Oath. I know that people are trying this deck out. It seems okay. Wild Slash is not terrible because it'll allow me to Dragon Fodder, Atarka's Command, and hold up Wild Slash if he plays a dude. Declaration in Stone's probably the worst thing for us to see there. Okay, another Dragon Fodder, not terrible. We're getting there. Another Declaration in Stone. That's just not what I expected from the deck. I'm just going to go ahead and fetch. I don't think I want to draw a ton more lands, so I need to thin as much as possible. Copter's okay. It's not really what I wanted to see, but it is what it is. Copter Become Immense is kind of a combo in this because he doesn't have a way to interact. We'll try to get him whenever he sacks the clue. Not the clue, the fetch. This Really has not worked out for us this game. Maybe I should have done Wild Slash on the tracker at the end of turn, but I may need to use it as burn. Kind of a tough call there. I can force the issue with a clue here. I think I'm just going to do that. This will make him essentially waste his turn. I had to spend 5 points of burn on it, but then he's not doing anything. No, that was definitely bad on my part. I should have just killed it. That was just a really bad play on my part, actually, in hindsight. Because if I had just like used the Wild Slash, I just lose one card. I force him to sack his land. He gets another clue. I force him to miss 2 clues here for the expense of 3 points of burn, which just probably isn't worth it in the end. Yeah, that was bad. Gonna play our 3rd dragon fodder. I'm honestly just going to become immense face, I believe. Yeah, I'm just going for it here. Again, he's already at City's Blessing, so his Swordtooth will also be online. Gonna crack a clue. That's good for us. Swordtooth? Relier. Okay. I think we're just gonna Atarka's Command and Swiftspear next turn. And that should be lethal, unless I'm missing something. Alright, and I'm gonna take the win here with Atarka. Just reveal the Atarka's Command. As you see, this is why the deck, I think, is tier 1. Oh, I didn't side out the 3rd Bushwhacker for the 3rd Hazoret. Thought I did that. Weird. But as you see, this is why the deck's tier 1. It can just steal wins from pretty much anything. I even misplayed with that 3 extra points of burn, which obviously didn't come into play. But if you're looking for an aggro deck, this is probably the best one in the format. And remember, you can always find us at Twitch at MTG_Final_Frontier, at Twitter at MTG Frontier, and don't forget to subscribe to us here at Magic Final Frontier on YouTube.